Power BI superheroes. Welcome back to the Power BI YouTube channel. Today we're going to teach you how to load up a table containing a single date column and to use the date tools to build out an entire calendar table. Let's get started. We'll start by opening up Power BI desktop, and from there we're going to go through to transform data. Once we have gone through to transform data, we're going to go through to the new source, and we are going to then go to more, then to text CSV files, and we are going to connect through to our calendar source. Once we have connected to our calendar source, you'll see there's calendar, and we can open up and upload the calendar, the CSV calendar. As you will see here, it's a CSV calendar and it's got all the various dates, and we can just click on OK. Once we've clicked on OK, we will see that we've got our column full of single dates, and from there we're going to show you how to build the rest of the calendar. Once we've opened the calendar table in our Power Query, we can go through and have a look at the date tools, which will then assist us in building the rest of our calendar. So in Power Query Editor, we go through to Transform, and from there we go to the Date and Time tools, and we click on Date. So we have a single column of dates here, and we'd like to see what the earliest date is in the single column of dates. So what we can do is on the date tab, we can then click on earliest to see that the first date in our table is 2019-01-01. If we then want to see what the latest date is, we go back to transform, go back to date, and we can see what the latest date is in the calendar, which is 22/12/31. Then one can delete that step again, and from there you can see what your first and your last date is in your single column. So now we want to add more information to our calendar table, and we will start by highlighting the date column, and from there clicking on the add column functionality. Then you'll go through to date options, which gives you a whole lot of options here for year, month, quarter, week, and day. But what we want to do right now is to go through to the day functionality, which from there you can see day, day of week, day of year, start of day, end of day, and name of day. We will click on name of day, which will then insert a column which gives you the day name. One can change the heading as well, but we are happy with day name and we'll leave it as such. So you'll see there you've got a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which actually extends nicely on the calendar functionality. If we want to add more information, we need to highlight the date column again. If we don't highlight the date column and say, for example, highlight day name, which is only a text function, and you go through to add column and click on date, you will see that all these options are now grayed out and we actually can't use these options. So if we go back and we highlight on date and go back there, we actually have all the functionality again. The next interesting one we'd like to have a look at, if we add column and look at date, if we go through to week, will be the start of the week. Once we've clicked on start of the week, you will see here it gives you where the beginning of the week starts, and the beginning of our week here will start on a Sunday. If you wanted to change the beginning of the week to a Monday, there are several ways of changing that, and we can go into the M code, and after the date functionality here, you can put a comma and a 1, which will then be the first day of the week, making Monday your first day of the week. So if you enter that, you will then see your Monday is here, the first day of the week. If you change that to a 2, your Tuesday would be the first day of the week, and 3 would be Wednesday, first day of the week. The second option would be actually to type it out completely. And here where you type the 1 for Monday to be the first day of the week, you can take that 1 out and we can actually type in day.Monday, which would then be exactly as typing in the 1, and that would then also change your first day of the week to Monday. If we had to go day.Tuesday, your first day of the week would be day.Tuesday, and here you see that your first day of the week is going to be on a Tuesday. So that is how the start of the week functionality works. From here, we can keep on building up on our calendar table, and we can go through to month and add start of month. And we can also add the month name. And we can add a few more fields here by having a look at we don't want to have a look at the quarters. Let's have a look at the years. We can add a start of year. And then lastly, we can just add the year. So now we have a pretty solid calendar table here, which has a look at our date, looks at the day name, start of week, start of month, month name, start of year, and the year itself, which is pretty great, and it's a pretty solid foundation that we've built here. So this calendar table will allow us to filter and segment our data model by all the fields created in this calendar table. So that's pretty cool functionality, and we have a nice foundation to start with. So this calendar is going to allow us to look at our sales by weeks, by months, by years, start of week, start of year, and so forth, which is really great functionality, and it's good information for us to be able to have a look at. So once we have done all the changes there, we go through to home. Once again, we click on close and apply, which is then going to load our calendar into our data model. And as you can see, there it is, starting off just from the date column and how we've built to all the rest of it. And if we go and look at our data model, there we have our calendar table with all the various parts that we've built in. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and we hope that this has been useful to you. We look forward to seeing you all next week.
To enable you to become successful Power BI superheroes, we've added a link to a CSV calendar table that you can upload and practice with. Please see the links in our description below. Thank you for watching our video. If you've enjoyed the content, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Have a great week, Power BI superheroes.